If you guys could only see how prepared I am for these recipes, and if you couldn't already tell, a lot of these recipes are very dessert focused because you know what? It's December. It's my excuse for every month, but it's December and all of these recipes are wildly popular. So we're gonna test them out and see what's actually worth making. Starting with a recipe from someone that I wasn't expecting to see a recipe from, and it's Donna Kelce's chocolate chip recipe. And the reason that I'm including this, first of all, you might be asking yourself, who is Donna Kelce? This is Travis Kelce's mom. And Travis Kelce, in case you didn't know this, is dating Taylor Swift. And so there was footage and now there's a recipe and now we need to try it because it's a little bit different than other chocolate chip recipes that I've tried in the past. And so we need to know why the internet is on fire for this recipe. And I just did the first step while I was eating lunch, and that is melting down a cup and a half of butter and then letting it cool for 15 minutes. And then Franny's gonna mix that up with a cup of white sugar and a cup and a half of brown sugar. And then to that, we're gonna add a cup and a half of brown sugar and a cup of white sugar, and then we're going to beat it for 4 minutes. Donna takes her cookie making seriously, so I already like her. Come on. Oh my goodness, there we go, Franny. So dramatic. I was talking about someone else and she has to try and steal all the attention. Now we need to scrape down the side. Then while she continues to do her thing, I'm going to dissolve baking soda in with 2 tablespoons of hot water. 1 teaspoon, by the way, of baking soda. I've never done this before. I'm gonna scrape down one more time and then we are going to add in the next ingredients. All right, you look beautiful. And now we're gonna add in 1 egg and 1 egg yolk. Just beat it until it is fully incorporated. And if you don't have one of these types of spatulas that like scrapes down the side, I don't know what you're doing with your life. It's like the one kitchen utensil I can't live without. Now we're adding in a tablespoon of vanilla and then the baking soda dissolved thing. Now we go on to the dry ingredients. So we have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of pastry flour, a teaspoon each of cinnamon, which I don't normally put in my cookies, or at least not chocolate chip ones, as well as baking powder, and then 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. I like a salty cookie. And then we must whisk. Ooh, the cinnamon smells so good. And now we're gonna add the flour to this, 1/2 cup of flour at a time. 1/2 cup seems very small and it feels like there's a lot of risk of over mixing, but I'll just very lightly beat it together then, I guess. I'm so excited about this because I've actually been meaning to make more cookies for myself. My mother-in-law has been very generously supplying me for many years and I just ran out, so now I have cookies. Okay, now we're gonna add in the chocolate. So she was very specific in terms of the type of chocolate to add. Unfortunately, those ones may contain nuts, but I did choose really good quality chocolate chips, and then I chose white chocolate chunks because all of the white chocolate chips that I found recently, none of them were actually white chocolate. Is that just like where I'm from? Is this a thing? Have they stopped doing this? That can't be right, right? So we have 1 cup of milk chocolate chips. Normally I do semi-sweet, but I have to trust Donna here. Maybe milk chocolate is important. And then also a cup of white chocolate. And then I'm gonna do what I learned from another cookbook. Which one was it? Joanna Gaines, the Magnolia Table. And she says that the best way to incorporate all the chocolate quickly, so you're not sitting there stirring and trying to get everything incorporated, is to cover this and then put it on high for 2 seconds. Just don't want everything flying everywhere, you know? This towel's not big enough. Franny is messy. So now you see chocolate, and now it's combined. Magic. Oh, and 1 came out. That one's mine. And now, the reason that I did this recipe first is because it needs to sit in the fridge for 3 hours minimum. And I can vouch for the fact that this is important and does make a difference. I'm actually gonna take some of the recipe out in 3 hours and then bake it, but I'm gonna leave the rest in the fridge overnight because I know what a difference it makes. All right, she's covered up. Now, into the fridge she goes. Now, will we give Franny a very small break. Also, coffee number 2, which I made and now instantly regret. Wired. But this next recipe is also going to need some time to like chill out in the fridge. So we're gonna make it now. And it's one that I see circulating around this time of year every single year. And I just never get around to making it. But this year, this is the year we're making it. And that is a no-bake cheesecake using none other than Pillsbury sugar cookies. And I didn't even know they did this, but they have a little trio of different shapes. Not shapes. Designs? Designs. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm only doing the Christmas tree. It's the only right answer. However, now I have some other ones. I mean, yeah, it's not even a question. Christopher, what am I making as the base? Is it the Christmas tree? Is it the reindeer? Or is it the snowman? And there's only one answer that's correct.
Gotta be the Christmas tree.
Obviously, it's the Christmas tree. Yes. Ding, ding, ding. Christopher's the winner.
Do I win?
Delicious cheesecake later.
Nice.
I know. So, I mean, it seems like pretty straightforward. We need to do the cookies into the base here. I've already greased this. It's a 9-inch cake pan. Spring form. And we just lay them out all the way around. Wait a second. I'm gonna need to use two packages. Okay, well now I have to do a pattern. Okay, Christopher, what's the second option?
Obviously snowman.
I don't know, man.
I know, man. Snowman.
Oh, fine. We'll do the snowman. Now the question is, do I do half of it with the Christmas trees and then half with the snowman, or do I make it a pattern? We're just gonna have to try it. And obviously, this recipe is something that you could use basically anytime they come out with a new design in the middle. It doesn't need to be Christmassy, though it is preferred. There's so little. Okay, and it says to just layer them all the way around until you've filled it up. Sometimes it's the small details that get me. I'm trying to decide if I want it to go all the way around like that, or do I want them all to be facing the same way, you know? Now what has to go around? And so we continue all the way around this cake thing. No! It's fine, I just gouged one of his eyes out. Okay, it's kind of a cool pattern. Christopher, you win. It was you made the correct decision.
It was the only option.
Okay, it's really pretty though. Really, really pretty. And it says to cut the last few into quarters or halves to kind of fill in the spaces. Kind of ruins the whole design, but we'll try and make it work. And then I was looking through and I was like, there's no way they're not gonna balloon out a little bit. So I went back and watched the video. They have them all in a straight line. So now I have to go back in and make them all in the same, in a line. Hang on while I fix this. There we go. I think it still looks good. So now this is gonna go in the oven for about 10-12 minutes. Please don't burn. All right, now we're gonna go on to the filling. For that, I need to save Franny for another thing. I need to use her little sister, I guess. A Barbie and Skipper, I don't know. We are going to whip up some whipping cream. This is 1.5 cups. But I need to save Franny for the other recipe, so we're just gonna do this. Or I guess the other part of the recipe. And they want me to whip it to Cool Whip consistency. I like that choice of wording. Make the whipping cream, which is an alternative to Cool Whip, look like Cool Whip, but don't use Cool Whip. So please hold. I think this is good. So now we're gonna set this aside. Now Franny's turn. Checking on my cookies. I don't think you are done. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And now we're gonna work on the cream cheese part of the filling. So we have 24 ounces of softened cream cheese. We're just gonna beat that together until it's nice and smooth and creamy. How are we doing? Oh, and my cookies, we're gonna check on those. I'm really bad at knowing when sugar cookies are done. They look undone until they're burnt. No, we're not done. Stop lying to me. All right, you look smooth. So we're gonna add in 1/4 cup of sour cream, a 3/4 cup of granola, granulated sugar, 3 tablespoons of confectioner's Shush! I'm messing up on the wording. 3 tablespoons of confectioner's sugar. Finally got it, everyone. I could just call it icing sugar, so I don't say that word a lot. 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and 1.5 teaspoons of lemon juice. Now we're gonna mix that together. I'm gonna check on the cookies. Sugar cookies, why do you do this to me? I think you're done. I feel it. Okay, it wants me to make sure that there are no lumps. No lump cheesecake. 2023. I don't know, man, that looks pretty lump free to me. I'm gonna do a little bit more just in case. I mean, it's good to me. And I don't wanna add in the whipped cream yet because I don't want it to deflate. So I'm gonna wait until that is more cool and then I'll do all that. But we have another thing. I hadn't planned on this one, but my editor sent it to me last night and she's like, oh, it looks so cute. And I agreed. So I went out of my way to buy Rosemary for this because I think it could be a really cool, like, entertaining drink. I don't know. And it's basically you can make a drink and make it look kind of like a snow globe, but with that Christmas tree in it. Hang on. Basically, we need some stems of rosemary as our, Christmas tree. And then I have a wine glass that's kind of, you know, snow globe-y in shape a little bit, but obviously any glassware you have probably works. And then I put a little bit of water into the bottom. Is that enough? Too much? I don't know. I'm gonna try and snip it in a way that I think it will stand. And then they put it, and then it sat at the bottom. I said, so she had it so like all the little pieces went out to the side, and then it just sat in there, and then it became a Christmas tree. How? There was a couple of different ways that people were doing it, and everyone was using tape, and then this girl was like, just stand it up the other way around and then freeze it at the bottom. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Except it doesn't. Maybe I snip this part down? Well, now I'm just mad. Okay, hold on. This one doesn't have as many like rosemary bits on the side, so maybe I need one that's all the way around. She said, determined to make this work. Maybe I need more water? That doesn't make any sense. Maybe because it's a wine glass, maybe it doesn't work that way. Hang on. Does she have access to like magical rosemary? I don't understand. I don't know, guys. I wanted this one to work. I don't understand why it's not. I mean, I do understand why it's not, but I'm still mad about it. I'm gonna try one more. Oh my gosh, now nobody move. That was a lot of work, and now I have to transfer this to the freezer. I don't think it's gonna be worth it though, guys. Let's see if I can make it all the way to the basement for this. Because that, I feel, will be my demise. Nope. Can't fit this in the freezer, not without tipping it to the side. All right, you're my only hope, small glass. You've got to work. All right, well, made it in there. Let's see if it stays there. Okay, I wanted to quickly show you. The cookies are done. I have the mixture here. We're just gonna add this to this. Thank you, Franny. And we fold. You know, you know. If you don't know, I highly recommend you watch last week's video I got 2 weeks ago. I can't even tell. Did some baking with Dibs and it was great. I'm just gonna keep folding this in. Pour it in here, and then into the fridge it goes for 3 hours. All right, ignore my dishwasher running in the background, but I have the iced thing. I don't know, man, let's see. I'm gonna do sparkling water, because that's what she did. I mean, it kind of looks kind of cool. I don't know, can you see that? Because the bubbles on it. Oh no. Ah! Well, now it's a floating Christmas tree on a block of ice. Don't do it. Don't do it. No, nope, nope, nope. But now I have a hopefully easy little dessert thing that I saw on, I think it was on Instagram. It looked really cute. So I want to try it, and I want to try it with some of the suggestions that I saw in the comments. And it's these little teddy bears in a blanket, which is just adorable. I have it all cut here. And then we're gonna take our teddy gram. I love teddy grams. These are so good. And then we need the pillow. I want it to be a nice pillow. Can't give the bears a terrible pillow. There we go. This is the thinnest piece of chocolate that I own. Hopefully it's good enough. There you go, little guy. I don't know if that's the best ergonomic position for sleeping, but we're gonna go with it. Now, in the video, the original one, she just sort of like folded it over and then gave him a little blanket. But then a lot of people were like, there's so much space in there for like fillings and stuff, which fair enough, it absolutely is. So I figured we could experiment a little bit. So I'm gonna do chocolate in one with some marshmallows, because you can't tell me that would be terrible. You'd be lying to my face. I'm gonna tuck him in with some marshmallows somehow, I don't know. Underneath him, maybe? Yeah, excellent. Fold it over. Oh my gosh, so cute. This would be a fun activity with kids as well. And they can come up with their own fillings. And then we're gonna put this little guy, oh, he's looking a little bit sad and like he's missing some features, so. Whoops, Teddygrams, what happened to you? Are you okay? There we go, he looks great. Another recommendation I saw was to do like a cream cheese kind of a filling. I thought that sounded phenomenal. So obviously we're gonna do that. I'm just gonna fold him up there. Oh, I should have put it under him. That's fine. You won't even notice. There we go. Oh my gosh, they all look so cozy. One more. Maybe this one I'll do chocolate and the cream cheese. Put the cream cheese frosting at the bottom, put the chocolate in, and then put them on top. Haha, I'm learning. Here we go. Oh, incredible. And these are gonna go into a 400 oven for 7 to 10 minutes, and then we have so many things to taste test. I am excited. Okay, I think the bears and the blanket thing is done. If you saw last week's video, you know what I'm talking about. Those are cooling, but I think that the cheesecake is ready, so we need to try it. Now, they do a whole thing where they put some whipped cream in little corners and put the cookies on top, but I forgot to bake the cookies. So we're gonna pretend that it's all pretty. I want to know what it tastes like. Christopher, would you like to try some cheesecake?
Kinda.
I mean, it looks kind of Christmassy on the side, which I kind of like. Look at that. That's kind of, oh, you can't see. There you go. See, look, ooh, very Christmassy, she said. How do you like cutting pies and cakes? Do you cut all the way across?
No, I cut a wedge.
You cut a wedge?
Yeah.
Oh, so you just go all in and just like blind go in?
No. I'm very meticulous with it. But
Oh, okay.
I do cut a wedge.
Well, then you do that. Because every time I do it, I'm like, that's right in the center. And then I get around to the other side and I'm like, what was I thinking? How very meticulous of you. It's very fluffy. I'm not used to no-bake cheesecakes. I'm used to bake cheesecakes. Here, have this.
That'll do.
Yay! It worked, and I think the cookies are done, but I can't tell. Well, now we have to try it. Okay.
It looked like you were going to cut into like the side
Yeah,
there, and
well,
that just
I didn't know. I
didn't
kind of
compute.
wanted to go this
the
way.
edge is
but-
fine. It's
yeah.
just right there
Right?
in the middle.
No, I kind of want to go to the edge.
Yeah. I think crust is better than cookies, but bad. They're cooked.
Sugar cookies, I can never get them right.
Oh, I think they're good.
I'm trying to decide how I feel about the actual flavor of the cheesecake.
Pretty simple. I mean, it could use some jazzing up, maybe some cherries or something.
I feel like the sugar cookie gets lost.
It just functions as crust, and it's okay as crust, but you know, graham cracker crumbs or something are better.
Yeah, it's a lot of work for what is functionally it just tastes like cheesecake.
It's pretty looking.
It's very pretty looking though. Okay, and then I have my little, these little guys. Aww.
That's fine.
A lot of people were saying put marshmallows in. Don't put marshmallows in because they just end up just sugar. They're gone.
You could throw marshmallows in now, or like near the
Yes,
end. But
at the end you could for sure. This one has a cream cheese. This one is cream cheese and dark chocolate chips.
Okay.
And then this one is marshmallow and chocolate. I want to try a bite of this one.
All right. We'll try the cream cheese.
Okay. It tastes like a chocolate, like a very standard chocolate croissant.
Yeah, like a grocery store chocolate croissant. Yeah.
That's exactly what that tastes
Yeah,
like.
but it's not bad. Puff pastry and
listen,
chocolate. I mean,
it's
good.
a cute way of serving pastry and chocolate. I don't really get the cream cheese. A lot of people were saying like, do these other things. It just gets lost. The chocolate just takes over. But adding more chocolate made it better. They didn't do enough. They just put just the pillow. That's not enough.
No, if you're gonna fold it over, you need some underneath.
Yeah, give them some memory foam or something, you know?
Yeah,
But
no,
yeah.
it's puff pastry and chocolate. I mean, it's good. And actually, the crunch of the cookie is welcome. It's good.
It's nice.
Yeah,
It's
tasty.
nice. It's cute. It's cute. I would do this again. But now the dough has been setting in the fridge for the cookies, and I've been waiting to put those on. So now I'm gonna do it. Move all my things over and then pull out the dough. So we have the dough right here, and she specifies a tablespoon and a half, which is very specific. So I don't know what size that is, so I just want to see it. You know? All right, so maybe like the size of a golf ball. All right, so these need to go in a 350 oven for about 12 to 15 minutes. So I'm gonna put them in and then we're gonna taste test them. Oh my goodness, I hope they're good. Hi, now I need to jump in here because I have Donna's Famous cookies, but I tried them already and my camera corrupted. However, I do have the overhead cam, so I do have my initial reaction. All right, Donna, show me good cookies. I want them to be good so bad. So they have cooled down now, and they're still kind of uncooked in the middle, which is good. Not uncooked, that's the wrong word. Not fully set. And I did put some Maldon salt on it because every cookie deserves Maldon salt. I don't know what I think of these. I wish you could have seen it, but I will explain. So this cookie smells so much of cinnamon when it's baking, and it's just very, it's a confusing experience because it smells like there's like pumpkin bread. That's what it smells like. Except that it's not, it's chocolate chip cookies, which is just, I don't know, it's just kind of odd. However, in terms of the dough, the ratio to chocolate chips, all really nice. Good level of crunch to the outside. The inside was still very soft, but not gooey. It wasn't too sweet or anything like that, but this is a cookie that I would only want to eat when it's like fall. Fall is the only time I can think of. Maybe winter, but it's very cinnamony, and for whatever reason, cinnamon just feels very fall to me. It smells like you put cookies in a tin with pumpkin bread, and then this is like picked up some of that flavor. Does that make any sense? But the recipe outside of the cinnamon I think is very good, so I might try next time without the cinnamon, though I can appreciate the warmth that it brings to the cookies. It just feels very seasonal to me. Let me know in the comments, have you tried any of these recipes before, or would you, or do you have any suggestions, recommendations? Maybe there's something else that I can put in these cookies, or with the Teddygram blankets. I will put some more videos on the side of videos I think that you might like. We've done gift guides, we've done Christmas recipes. We have so many more on this channel as well as my other one, so you can go and check that out if you're interested. I'll put a playlist with all of them, but I hope that you're having a super fantastic day, and I will see you guys on the next one.